Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. Today I will try to show you how and when you can use Scratch block, which is called list contains item. So it's like some kind of question you ask Scratch, and then Scratch checks out does some list, in our case inventory, contains some item. By default it's thing, the word thing, but you can put whatever you want here. So this block is very important and very useful to combine with other list blocks. In previous videos we have learned that you can store different type of information in list. It can be some kind of word like apple, bananas, orange, or whatever, or it can be some kind of number 1, 2, 3, 56, 1 million, billion, and so on. So anything you want or need for your game, and then with different blocks you check out the information in the list and make it useful, make that information do something for you. The problem with these lists is that sometimes when they are hidden or when they become big, you don't know exactly in every moment, in every second, what they contain, what is in the list, and so on. So this block inventory contains thing or list contains item can give you fast and simple answer to the question does your list, and you can pick list with this drop down menu. You can pick the list which you created. In our case it's inventory, it's quests, but you can also rename the list or delete it, and then pick what do you want to check for. By default it's thing, and if I click on this block it will give me some information. Is it true or false? False. Why is it false that inventory contains thing? Because there is no word thing in my inventory list. It's only apple, apple, apple. So if I check for orange I will get same result, false, because there is no orange. But if I check apple I will get true. So the result of this block is either true or false. You cannot get anything else by other than that. So it's only either true or either false, nothing else. And that is great because you want to be sure, is it true or false? Do I have apple item in my list or not? Yes or no, true or false. The problem here, it's not the problem, it's how this block works, is that you cannot check how many for example same items, apples, I have here in my inventory. So for example I have 4 of them in this example, and I cannot get that by clicking on this block. You will have to combine it with some other blocks which we have learned before and make some kind of more complex question. But again, just this question and the answer to it, true or false, is great for itself. It gives you lots of benefit. We will see that soon in concrete example. This was more like some general talk about this block, so I will drag and drop it here to delete it because I don't need that block here in the cat. I need it here with this character Abby. Why? Okay, we have learned in previous video that for our game we wanted to make some kind of NPC character, non-player character, which will be here in our game on our scene and give some kind of trade offer to the cat, like, hey, do you want to trade? Do you have oranges to trade? And if the answer is yes, if the cat says yes, then delete the orange from the inventory of the cat and give the 10 coins for the cat. The problem here is that cat can lie. Cat can say, yes, I want to trade, but the cat doesn't have the orange in the inventory, and the girl doesn't get that, she doesn't understand, and she gives the coins anyway. So that isn't very smart, that isn't very realistic, and we want to change that. So again, if I have apples or any kind of other item other than orange in my inventory, and I click on this character, and she asks me, okay, do you have any oranges to trade? And I say, yes, I have, and she gives me 10 coins. The problem here is that I didn't have oranges, but she gave me 10 coins anyway, so that's like some kind of exploitation of the game, like cheating or something like that. So sometimes even in some big games, very famous games, players find a way how to cheat the game or find some kind of loop or hole or error and some kind of hack and do something to benefit without making any kind of effort. Okay, so we want to change that. We want to say, okay, I need to check out first, does the cat have oranges in its inventory? If it doesn't have oranges, I don't want to talk anymore. Yeah, you don't have oranges, okay, bye bye. No oranges, no trade. So a very simple but very realistic scenario, and for a very good example for use of this block. So let's find it again and check it out. So what do I want to do here? I want to scratch to check for me, does inventory contains oranges? Not oranges with S, but orange, because that's how we named this guy here, and says, okay, if the cat touches the orange on the screen, add orange to inventory. So again, you have to be very careful what you type. So no, don't type like with 2R or capital letter or S or something like that. So we have to be careful. Yeah. Okay, so does inventory contains orange? If I click on it, it says false. Why is that so? Because there is no orange in inventory. Simple as that. So we have this check. So now let's see where to add this in our code. I want my character to ask. Okay, let's go step by step. How long is this? 8 minutes. Okay. Okay, again, this can sound too slow for some of you who know these kind of things and so on, but again, try to think about it as a feature or mechanics in your game where you add some kind of NPC which can talk, and we can learn also that later, talk procedurally to make different kind of questions or quests. So this is very, very useful. So okay, if you understand this, you can then later combine it to make so many different things in your game. Okay, so when I click on the girl character, I want to do what? I want the girl to ask the cat, do you have any oranges to trade? Okay, that's cool. Then what? Then I want to say, if the cat says, okay, yes, I have the oranges, then do what? Then I have to check another question. Okay, so cat says, yes, I have oranges, but this time girl is smarter. Girl doesn't trust the cat on the word only. She wants to check that, so we will use the check condition with the scratch to ask another question. So these two spaces, these two holes, you can put anything into them, any kind of block, as many blocks as you want, but you can also put other question in those. We have learned that before, maybe not in details very much, but we will learn that when we make games. So I will put another if else block. Why? Because I want to ask the cat another question. What do I want to ask? Okay, we have asked the first question. Do you have any oranges to trade? The cat says yes. Then what I want to check now? I want to check if the cat really has oranges, and I will check that by checking this. If the inventory contains orange, if that is true, then and only then do this. Wait for 1 second, delete the orange and give 10 coins. But if that is not true, the first one is always true, so the first space here, the first hole here, you put what do you want to do if the answer is true. If the inventory contains the orange, if that is true, do this. And the second one, else, if there is no oranges, if the inventory doesn't contain the orange, that is false. So if that is false, what do we want to do? We want, for example, to say, okay, you don't have oranges, sorry, but you don't have any oranges, sorry, come when you find some. Okay, so this is the text which the girl will say if the cat tries to fool her. If she says, okay, yes, I have oranges, but there are no oranges in inventory. And I can also add wait for 1 second just to give it some kind of pause. Okay, so this is what? This is the check when the answer is yes. So we have put all of this code, another question, another test, is there oranges in inventory, into this first space, and that is when the answer is yes, when the cat says yes. But when the cat says no, okay, I don't have oranges, I can even copy this one. Oh, you don't have any oranges, come when you find some. But we can make the game more interesting by making another text. So let me check this out with 2 examples, again trying to test both scenarios. So the first one is the cat has the orange and clicks on the girl and says, okay, do you have any oranges? Yes, I have. The orange is the 3rd item in my inventory, so that works. We saw how oranges disappeared from our inventory and we got 10 coins. Let's restart the game, and this time let's try to fool the girl. I will collect the apples. So my inventory is now full. Okay, I see some NPC. Let's click on it to see what she wants. Okay, she wants oranges. She needs oranges to trade. Great, I don't have oranges, but I am smart and I will try to fool her, to lie. Okay, let's see how smart I am. Yes, I have oranges. Oh, but you don't have any oranges. Sorry. This was too fast. This was like, at least for me, maybe I'm too sleepy. Let's say that for 3 or 4 seconds. Let's test it again. Maybe this time she will make an error. Yes, I have oranges. I got some. I found some. Let's try to fool her again. Oh, but you don't have any origin. Sorry, come when you find some. Simple as that, but it works. So we have used this new block here to check, in our case, is there item orange in our inventory, to make more complex decision, to make more realistic game and talk conversation between NPC and player character. And again, it's only about what your game is about, how complex you want your game to be, and so on. So this is very good block, very useful, and just play with it, test it as we did in this example, but you will have to combine it with others. I have to go, my telephone is ringing, so see you in next video. Bye for now.